Want to find out how I make this delicious breakfast? Well, stay tuned. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world, and welcome back to another cooking video. So I'm going to cook my breakfast this morning, so I thought I will record and show you what I'm having. So I've got some pork sausages, I've got some hash browns. These will cook together in my Bradders in the air fryer. I've also got some unsmoked back bacon, black pudding, eggs, tomato, beans, and some bread there for toast. Nice and easy. Let's get cooking. So folks, first of all I'm going to get the hash browns and the sausages cooking away. So I'm just going to go on my air fryer tray shelf. I'm going to put on 3 hash browns. I'm going to put on 2 of these Aldi's pork sausages. Let me just get 2 out there. It's enough for me for a breakfast. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to put these in the air fryer. I'm going to cook them at about 180 for 15 minutes. And it should be a good one. Should be done and dusted. I'll get the other things in a pan. So let me wash my hands and I'll get them in the air fryer. So folks, I've cleaned my chopping board, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this beef tomato. Oh, look at that folks. Now I'm going to be having this side of the beef tomato. I really do enjoy grilled tomatoes, and this is going to be mine. This one I'll use on another dish. I'm thinking of doing a kachumba Indian style salad for tonight because it is supposed to be hotting up. So yeah, let's get over to the pan. So folks, I've got my pan warming up there just over in medium heat, and all I'm going to do, I'm just going to add just a little bit of vegetable oil there on one side. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go face down with that tomato in that oil, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cook that just over this medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. I will then flip it, and then I'm going to season it, and then we can get in with doing the black pudding, the eggs, the bacon, etc, etc. So yeah, I will bring you back in a more. So folks, I've been searing this for a couple of minutes. I'm just going to flip it now, and as you can see there's a nice little bit of colour on there. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to season it. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of salt, a little pinch of garlic. This is just the way I like to do it. And some cracked black pepper. And I'm just going to leave that in the corner of that pan. And that's just going to cook away while we do everything else. So don't worry about that. And I'm going to go in now with the black pudding. So if you just go in there with the black pudding, give me tongs. Get these tongs out. As you can see there, nice slab of black pudding into my tongue. And I'm just going to, over this side, just going to roll it around there a little bit, and I'm also going to put a little bit of oil on the top just so that can soak in, ready when we flip it. And on the other side of the pan, I'm not going to oil it because there's already plenty of stuff in this bacon. So if I just go in with not 1 but 2 rashers of bacon, this is probably going to sustain me for the next day or 2. I've actually got soups and stew and things planned for the next few days. So yeah, this is going to be my main meaty meal, as it were. Let's just move this bacon over. and I'm just going to cook it over this medium heat. I'm not going to turn it up, not until the end anyway, once the sausages and the hash browns are almost cooked. So yeah, so far so good. I will bring you back in a sec. So I'm just going to flip this bacon over. As you can see there, there's quite a bit of salt coming out. I always find that with the cheaper bacon you tend to get quite a lot more salt content. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn up the heat, and yeah, we're going to give this a good going. There's now 3 minutes left on the air fryer, so I'm going to turn that up to 8. As you can see there, the tomatoes looking great, the black pudding's looking good. Let me just turn that black pudding over. It's looking great, and that tomato is definitely a lot more softer than when we put it in. So yeah, I'll bring it back when I put the egg. So folks, I'm just going to add a little bit more oil to this side of the pan just to get ready for the eggs. I'm just going to put in, I don't know if I want 1 or 2, we will see. Let's go in with it. Let's go with 2, why not? At this stage what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that back down to 6, and I will get my sausages and hash browns out the air fryer, pop the toast in, and job's a goodie. Bring it back in a sec. So I took the stuff out the air fryer, they are red hot. I'm just going to flip that tomato back over, move the sausage, move that bacon. Doesn't it look great? Now I don't mind with the egg. Let's just get that out of the way. And all we're going to do is use a kind of a tip of the trade. So where you've got the white on top there, instead of trying to flip it over and do all that stuff, if you just make little cuts through that egg white, just be careful not to cut your pan or touch your pan. What's going to happen is the heat is going to radiate up and it's going to cook that top, so it's going to be lovely and white and cooked on top without getting all the little bits from the pan in it. So yeah, I will bring you back in a moment. So folks, while I'm waiting on the toast, I'm just going to put the sausages in the pan just to keep warm. Hash browns should be good enough. I mean, you can eat hash browns hot, warm, cold, doesn't really matter. And all I'm going to do now, while I'm waiting on the toast, I'm going to warm the beans up in the microwave. Nice, quick, easy, simple to do. So I will bring you back in a sec. So folks, let's get to the dinner table and let's plate up. Okay folks, let's get plated up. First on the plate is going to be these lovely eggs, as you can see there. Get off. Lovely jubbly. And then next up I'm going to go with the sausages. Why not? That lovely bacon. The black pudding. This gorgeous beef tomato. And last but not least, let's go in with the beans. I don't like a lot of juice on my beans. Could be deemed weird, I don't know. But let's go for it. And last but not least, one little bit to do, of course, is the hash browns. So let's just go with the hash browns down the middle there. That, folks, is my breakfast. Let's have a closer look. So folks, what do you think of that then? Let's get into the review. First up, I think I'll go for a bit of the sausage, as is customary, I think, on a breakfast. So there we have the sausage. And there we have it there. This is Aldi's own pork sausage. Still so moist, succulent, packed full of flavour there. Those herbs, and if I'm not mistaken, a little bit of nutmeg going on there as well, just on the end. That's pretty tasty. Next up, let's go for hash brown bacon and beans. There we have it. Just going to try that bacon on its own. There's a nice salt level coming through there. Yeah, as I said during the cooking, often the cheaper bacon has a higher salt quantity. So if you think, oh, well, he hasn't seasoned it, that's why. I did season the tomato. Black pudding doesn't need any seasoning really. I will season the egg when I come round to it. But yes, so far so good. I'll just try this. I got greedy with that first one. Hash brown on its own. Kind of your run-of-the-mill hash brown, again from Aldi. Aldi's beans. Not bad actually, not bad at all. Let's go in for a bit of the black pudding. And there we have that black pudding there. Cheers. Oh yeah. Like I said, that does not need any seasoning whatsoever. The tomato. Now I prefer fresh tomato over canned on a breakfast. The rest of the family prefer it the other way. But as you can see there, it's just fallen apart. Yeah, that little bit of black pepper and garlic has seasoned that beautifully. So what I'm going to do, let me season my eggs and I'll come straight back to you. So let's go for a bit of that egg on the hash brown there. Eggs are kind of done to my liking. Not overly runny, but runny enough. Yeah, really good. Really good. Let's go for a bit of that egg and black pudding. I am one happy boy. So thank you for joining me on this one. And until next time, adios.